down, play a methodical type of game, just try to stay in the game, and you know, obviously we got some guys out of the lineup. Some new guys are getting opportunities. You know, we tried out a new center tonight. There were some issues there. We had one snap that went over Drew's head that they, you know, got a fumble on. Yeah, you know, we wound up having 8 possessions. We only had 3 possessions in the first half. I thought the first half was pretty boring football, but you know, we came out the second half, scored I believe twice, and then we had the fumble, and then we scored again, and then we kicked the field goal there at the end. But you know, we just got to play better. We got little things. You know, we got a lot of guys in and out of the lineup. We got to get our consistency. We got to be a little bit more consistent. You know, as a group, but it is what it is. We got to fight through it.
Execution at the end of the first half was pretty perfect. You built the clock and eliminated any possessions.
Yeah, they only had one timeout left, so you know we had control there, and so we ran the ball, got it down, and then got it under 15 seconds, and we punched it in. But you know that did keep them from getting an extra possession. Now, at the end, they kind of conceded and wanted us to take a knee, but I felt like we needed to work on our offense, and you know, we tried to score there. Didn't score. We wound up kicking a field goal. So.
You feel like you missed some opportunities offensively every now and then?
Yeah. I mean, there was some drops tonight. Timing was off a little bit. You know, we got to get consistent with that receiving core. We got to get a more consistent group in there that's going to play consistent. And you know, we got to be more consistent as offense. I got to call better plays. They got to execute better. We just got to do it better as a team.
But are you happier than you were last week?
A little bit. It's just frustrating dealing with the same stuff, you know, every week. So, but you know, we play the same opponent next week. I'm sure they're going to come out and try to play the same way. We'll try to put a better product on the field, get a better plan together, see if we can execute it.
I know he didn't record a catch, but can you just talk about what having Jared back means and just what it was like seeing him back out there tonight?
Yeah, he hadn't played, you know, in close to a year now, so we just wanted him to knock some rust off, and you know, thought this would be a good game to do it. You know, the timing was good, and you know, as you can see, he's got a ways to go. So, you know, we should get Troy Pelletier back in the lineup next week. I think that'll help settle some things down. And you know, we'll see how the guys practice this week and make some decisions.
Coach, I know you have some personnel out, but just overall, the collective focus has to be better going forward.
Yeah, I don't know if it's focus. I mean, you know, we're wounded on the defensive line right now, and we got some young guys that's learning the game, and you know, we're kind of fighting through it. So, you know, we got to get them to grow up fast, or we got to get healthy and get some guys back in the lineup. But you know, everything's kind of day to day right now.
Can you talk about the performance that Jamal had tonight?
Jamal, you gonna get up and talk about it here in a minute? You know, Jamal's been solid for us for many years, and you know, he's been a consistent player, and you know, he had a good game tonight, and so you know, hopefully we're gonna build on it, and we need more guys to step up and make plays, you know, like Jamal. So, you know, but he's been a solid guy, you know, great human being and good character guy, and works hard, and been a fantastic player for this organization.
Coach, do you like to be in this point of the season where you're actually having to scrap in the Western Conference? I mean, you got a team.
Yeah, I don't mind. You know, I don't mind scrapping. I mean, we need to get healthy. We need to put our best team on the field, you know, and you know, I mean, I think the league's goal is to have parity, and certainly it's just tough when the size of these rosters. You lose 2-3 guys, you know, it kind of changes the dynamics a little bit. So, you know, and so we got a ways to go. It's mid-season, so nobody's winning the championship today. So we just got to keep fighting through it and try to get a little better this week, and hopefully we should get a couple of guys back this week. We'll see how they are, and then we got, you know, after Bay Area, we get Naz. That's kind of the matchup everybody's been waiting for. So You know, so we got a lot of work to do between now and then.
What do you think about getting Marcus Pittman back, Coach?
Yeah, you know, I got to see the film. You know, the first half, we couldn't see the replay at all, so it was kind of hard to look at guys, evaluate them. You know, also help them make some adjustments to their game because we had so many new guys in at D-line. So I didn't really get to watch them, to be frank with you. I mean, I'm usually watching what's going on in secondary, so I'll see the film tomorrow and see how he did. But you know, he certainly helped us come in and fill a hole in an emergency situation. We appreciate that. He hadn't played in several years, and you know, he still lives here in Phoenix. But you know, I appreciate him coming in and helping us out. Good, guys? Thank you, guys. Where's Richard? No Richard?
We appreciate everyone watching on WTSMTV live right here from the Footprint Center where the Arizona Rattlers have just defeated the Bay Area Panthers by a count of 38-23, a grind-out game. You just heard from Rattlers coach Kevin Guy as the team improves to 8-2. Stepping up to the mic right now is the quarterback, the one and only Drew Powell.
Drew, kind of a grind-out game. Bottom line, look, you get the 8th win, and you're working with what you got, but
Right.
you guys get the victory.
For sure. Like I said in the locker room, a win is a win. You know, it wasn't the way we wanted to win, or, you know, we felt like there's some stuff we left out there. But at the end of the day, you know, it's tough to win these football games. Those guys out there getting paid too, and, you know, they're giving their best effort. So, you know, when you get a chance to get a win in this league, any league, you know, it's a good thing. But at the same time, you know, we go back to work on Tuesday and figure out exactly how we get better.
Drew, when you're sitting in the crowd, there's no way to know, is it on a missed completion? Is it
Right.
timing with the receiver?
Right.
You got a new receiving core.
Right.
Is it just
Right.
an inaccurate throw?
Right.
Is it he ran the wrong route?
Right.
Keep it in the right spot?
Right.
How much is that happening right now as you work in different
No, I love it because they always wrong in the crowd. Like, they always wrong. He's like, Powell, you supposed to. I'm like, I actually made a bad throw, and he made a good catch. We're like, good throw, Powell. Like, not so much. But like, they always wrong. But it's always just it's a process. You know what I'm saying? It's a process. So, you know, that's how we look at it. I mean, we got to get better with some things that we need to do better. But at the same time, you know, when the ball is thrown and it's caught, it's, you know, it's a productive play, and we can move on. But now we just got to consistently do it. You know what I'm saying? That next time, do it. Like, we can do it. It's just, you know, when we start to get more plays in the drive, you know, we all not on the same page. If it's me, receivers, O-line, whoever it is, we're not getting it done. So, I mean, us, when you look at it, I mean, it's not frustrating. It's funny because it's always wrong, but it's us, you know, whether it's my bad pass, bad route, we didn't do what we were supposed to do. So we got to figure it out.
But Drew, is a lot of that, I mean, a lot of that is because of the personnel that switched
Right.
in and now. You're not
Right.
feeling any continuity, you don't have
Right.
chemistry going.
Right. I mean, I wouldn't. All these guys, well, pretty much all of our receivers played. You know, last year JT was the new guy we brought in, but he played last year too. So, you know, I don't want to make any excuses. Like, it is what it is. Like I said, we do it. We just got to do it more often. Like, we do it one time, 2 times, and then the next one is like, my fault. You know what I'm saying? So 3, 4, 5 times in a row, we just got to, you know, continue to lock in and just be committed to being excellent.
What happened? I had a terrible angle. What happened on the bad snap? Did you have an inch?
It was, yeah, I was ready, so I was ready, and he kind of rushed it. And he kind of rushed it. I talked to him after. He's like, yeah, I rushed it. I saw it, and he, like, snapped it, but on the play, I'm going downhill. So I was going downhill, and, like, if it was a pass play, I might have caught it because I would have been ready to drop back and catch it. But, like, I was ready to go, boom, catch, go downhill, and it was like, whew, and I'm like, so, yeah, it is what it is. Like I said, coach, we got a new center. He did great all night. No sacks, giving up, nothing like that. So, You know, he did what we asked from him. He never played center before in his career, so now he's switching over. So he's doing everything we asked him to do, and he's taking the coaching. And every time, you know, hey, do this, do that. All right, I got you, cool, and it's fixed. So you know, not a big deal there. I don't think it was just, you know, it's just a bad time for us to be on a 2-yard line. But you know, I'm gonna keep him confident, and he'll be fine.
You're good with your protection all night, right?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, they try to do like some pinch stuff, and at the beginning they try to pinch and kind of cloud the pocket or whatever. But O-line came back, told me what they was doing. We figured it out, and they never really got a chance to get any pressure.
Drew, is it a good thing that here you are on the podium right now,
Mhm.
and you know collectively this team can be better.
Right.
And even though you
Right.
you know, you didn't play well, you
Mhm.
guys still won, but you guys know you're capable
Yeah.
of so much more. And collectively,
Right.
you guys are angry because there's still plays you guys know you can make.
Right. It's weird because it's frustrating and it's exciting at the same time. Like, we're frustrated that, we could be better, but it's like you're kind of excited to see once we do get better, you know, how good we actually are. But that's a process. We got to, you know, go to work every day and not just, you know, talk about it or think about it, but actually, you know, get better as a team. But, yeah, it's a little frustrating, but it's exciting at the same time to understand, you know, when we do get right, because it's going to happen. Like, this is what this is for. This is what this part is for, the struggle, the guys, this, that, and it's going to happen. And I believe that. I know the guys in the locker room believe that. It's going to happen and it's going to click. And when it does, I'm excited to see what that looks like.
Is it hard to play a game like this? Because Coach talked about that.
Right.
It's a grind-out game,
Right.
a slow game.
Yeah.
And, you know, you and several other teams around the league,
Right.
like up-tempo,
Right.
fast. Is it difficult to get in kind of a rhythm when a game's like so methodical and slowed down like this?
Yeah, I mean, it's a good game plan. I mean, this is the first team that not the first team, but one of the first teams that I've seen do that, use that method. So it's different. It's opposite of the game that we played in arena football. It's a good tactic, but for us, you know, we got to stay locked in. When we got the ball, you know, whether we get it 3 times, 1 time, however many times we get it, you know, we got to stay locked in and be able to go out there and focus. But it was a different type of vibe in the game, and we just, you know, we got to adjust and go out there and do what we're supposed to do. Yes, sir. Thank you, guys. Yep.
Quarterback Drew Powell on the mic for the Arizona Rattlers, stepping up as Jamal Miles had a fantastic game. The Peoria High native stepping up to the podium.
How'd you feel?
I felt good. You know, getting the win is always a good feeling, so I'm happy with that, especially coming off that loss.
How do you feel about, Coach said, boring first half. You're a high energy, high effort guy. Did you feel antsy, bored? Were you waiting for more stuff happening?
Yeah, it was kind of boring. I looked up after the first quarter. I was like, dang, we only had 1 possession. I'm like, what happened to the clock? I ain't know what happened, but they were just taking the time away from us, and, you know, that was their tactic. But
When they milk the clock that much, that means every play you guys are on the field. Execution's that much more important, like every play you're
Right.
taking. Did you ever feel that, or how did that manifest itself once you realized that's their tactic?
I feel like every possession was key. Like, once we got into, like, second, third quarter, and I seen that they were still, like, close to us, and I'm like, we got to start getting some separation, but we weren't really getting that separation. So I'm like, okay, they milking the clock. We don't got too many possessions that we're going to get, so every possession that we get, we have to execute it.
What were you seeing during routes? Were they really it looked like a lot of zone, and you were finding soft spots?
Yeah, when they were running a lot of, like, combos, you know, like only coming on the backside, waiting for us and stuff like that. So, you know, just taking away our 8s and stuff like that. So it's just something that we just have to adjust to.
When did you feel like you made the adjustment? Was that halftime? Was it because?
That just has to do with the coach's play calling. Like, whatever the coach is calling, like, we just run the plays, and they just got to guard it. So.
Jamal, is it kind of weird to be in a game like this because, you know, you play every other team in the league, it's going to be on tempo,
Right.
it's going to be thrown around more, and here it's a grind out, slow down game.
Right.
Weird to be in a game like this?
Yeah, it's kind of weird. It kind of felt like the outdoor game, but, you know, wasn't too tired, though. It saved us from running a lot.
When you hear Drew talk about that, you guys are, even though you won, but there's a sense of frustration because you guys know you can be better. Is that a good thing, knowing the talent level and the expectations with this team?
Yeah, it's definitely a good thing knowing that we can be better, but it's also frustrating knowing that we aren't there yet. But we still got a little bit of season to go, so we got time to get that corrected.
You're considered to be a really good person, true professional on the team. Coach complimented you a second ago. What to you is the definition of a professional that keeps you coming back? Because you've been here a while and always been a leader.
Our definition of professional, someone that's accountable, always showing up and taking care of the business as they're supposed to, being on time and just doing their job.
How are you going to spend the holiday, Mark?
I'm going to spend it with the family.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Thanks,
Yep.
Jamal. Thanks, Jamal.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Jamal Miles just on the mic. Jamal had a great day, 6 receptions, 74 yards, and a touchdown. Mr. Everything from Arizona State was Mr. Everything on the turf today. That's going to wrap up the Arizona Rattlers postgame. We're going to have more from the field coming up. We'll recap the highlights of this one, go a little deeper into the matchup, and look ahead as the Rattlers will head to Bay Area next weekend right here on WTSMTV. Thanks for dialing us in. We'll be back with you shortly.
Hi, this is Doug with AC Doctors, and this is another testimonial of one of our satisfied customers.
We reached out to AC Doctors because our air had gone just warm, I guess. It wasn't cooling as we had liked. I feel like I don't have to worry that what they say is the issue or what they're going to fix is not accurate. I know that when they tell me something's wrong and they're going to fix it, that's what's wrong. They're not trying to pull one over on me. They have really good quality work when they come to service our units. We usually don't have an issue throughout the year. And they're very clean about what they do, and their service people are nice and friendly and kind. I feel comfortable having them in my home. I trust AC Doctors, and so should you.
We want you to find out for yourselves. Give us a call or find us on our website at theacdoctors.com.
Did you know dragging chains can spark a wildfire?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
As the nation's largest clean air energy producer, Palo Verde Generating Station is at the forefront of meeting today's electricity needs and innovating for a sustainable energy future. We're proud to champion nuclear energy as a dependable and vital source of power to help meet long-term energy goals. In the Southwest, the future of nuclear energy is reliable, sustainable, and clean. Palo Verde, generation for generations.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
What to expect when you're expecting a teenager.
Today we're talking about how to wake up your teen, and this works literally every time.
Good kisses. Good kisses. You heard how loud
I heard. It wasn't you. It was the...
Is that bacon?
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
We're going live. Good afternoon, everyone. Joe Pequeno live from the Footprint Center for just knocked off the Bay Area Panthers by the count of 38-23. This one, a Sunday afternoon affair in downtown Phoenix. Let's look at the inside view as all the fans came to the Footprint Center to watch the Arizona Rattlers coming off a tough loss at home to Frisco, in which they had a double-digit lead slip away. So the fans and the team were ready to get back after it. The Arizona Rattlers came into this one quite frustrated by last week's loss. Drew Powell said, the quarterback said the team was very angry and felt that it needed to respond in a big way. And he also mentioned that the team was a marked team in the IFL, and they have to bring the energy and focus every week. Jared Harrington returning from an ACL injury from a year ago. So the Arizona Rattlers came into this game with a focus, a renewed focus, because the night before, down in Tucson, as the lights go back on in the Footprint Center, Northern Arizona knocked off Tucson to improve to 8-2. So the Rattlers coming into this game needed to keep pace with a Wranglers team that is the talk of the IFL. So the Rattlers stepping on their home turf, ready to take on a Bay Area Panthers team. Let's look at the highlights. Bay Area with a record of 1-8. So the Rattlers early on, as Joe Newman finds Dan Crowell for a touchdown. It was 7-0, but then Drew Powell on the other end busts into the end zone, and that ties it at 7. You know, goes back and forth a little bit, and Arizona on the Jamal Miles touchdown made it 14-7. On the other end, another score, but Bay Area very gritty. Long touchdown run by Dwayne Gary made it 21-14. Powell on the touchdown run, 28-14. Bay Area knocks a field goal to make it 28-17. So they played a slow, methodical game. Bad snap, Drew Powell. Bay Area recovers it, and that was a source of frustration for Coach Kevin Guy on the day. So then it was Joe Newman to Dan Crowell for another touchdown, 28-23. But on the other end, the play of the day, Drew Powell firing to the end zone, and Braxton Haley getting up like a champ. And the Arizona Rattlers, well, after Ernesto Lacayo knocks in a field goal, they go on to win by the count of 38-23 to improve to 8-2 on the year. So, look, it wasn't a picture-perfect game. Coach Kevin Guy talked about it at the half. He wasn't happy with the speed of the game. You know, Bay Area came in, tried to slow it down, play more of an outdoors kind of game, while the Rattlers play a fast-paced, you know, throw the ball around and put points up on the scoreboard a little faster. So the Rattlers had to adjust to the style of what they saw today, but the bottom line, they do get the victory. Of course, their body's short. Troy Pelletier, wide receivers, out with the injury. Starting center Lamar Mady is out with the injury. A couple defensive linemen, Trayvon Hill, Robert Landers are also out, as well as starting corner Brandon Ezel. So this is a banged-up Arizona Rattlers squad, but the bottom line, they win. It wasn't pretty, but they get it done 38-23. And the beautiful thing, as we heard from Drew Powell and Jamal Miles and Kevin Guy, they're frustrated. And it's a good frustration because they know they can be better. And they know the expectations are high. And they know when they get some bodies back from the IR and all those lingering injuries that are plaguing this team right now, this team will perform better. So Drew Powell, he's got a revolving door of offensive linemen and receivers, and he's making the best of what he's got. So the Rattlers improve to 8-2. They keep pace with Northern Arizona. So now next week, the Arizona Rattlers, they traveled to Bay Area to take on the Panthers in their house. Bay Area, very unique situation. First time in the league this year. They were actually set to kick off back in 2020, but then the COVID pandemic hit, which shut down the IFL, and then in 2021 there was COVID restrictions in California, which prevented them from playing in their arena. So finally they got the go-ahead to come on this year in 2022, and yeah, they haven't performed the way they've wanted, but their Coach Brian, feels that there are brighter days ahead for the franchise. So now they'll have the opportunity to host the Arizona Rattlers next weekend in their house. And of course, anytime a team plays the Arizona Rattlers, that is their Super Bowl. And for Bay Area, a team that is now 1-9, that has lost 9 straight, you're going to believe they're going to give it their all in their home arena against a Rattlers team that every year it steps on the turf, it's thinking championship. So Coach Kevin Guy and the Rattlers, wasn't pretty. They grind through. They get the victory, 38-23. Kevin Guy, you heard from him on the podium. Drew Powell as well as Jamal Miles all played major factors in this one. We appreciate you dialing us up on WTSM TV Sports. Of course, we'll have more on the Rattlers and more throughout the Valley in coming months right here on your new streaming service for sports, and plenty more right here on WTSM TV. And of course, I'm Joe Pequeno for Chris Ware and Jeff Ware and our entire staff at WTSM TV. Take care and have a happy holiday on Monday.